Hello and welcome back to NoMansSky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your weekend anomaly mission. This is for the weekend of September 26th through 28th, 2025. Let's see what the anomaly has in store for us this weekend. For those of you who have never played or have been new to NoMansSky, welcome to this incredible universe that we've all been part of for many years now. Hello Games has done an incredible job with what they've done with this game. It's been absolutely amazing, and we're going to go ahead and pull in the anomaly here as soon as I get far enough away from the space station, away from the planet I'm at, and everything like that. Hold on a second here. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and check it out. So again, welcome to you new viewers. I want to thank you all for being here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. It always helps the channel just by hitting that like button alone. So I thank you for that. So we're going to go ahead and get this mission started here. As you can see, I'm not in a Corvette today. I am in a regular fighter. Love this ship. There we go. And I think my inventory is fairly sparse. That's good. I've cleaned up a lot. A lot of it is still in here. I still need to clean some stuff up, but we're doing a lot better than we were. So, anywho, let me get over here to the Nexus, right? To the Nexus and check out what the mission is for us. So let's see. So we're at the very top. You'll see it has a little icon floating above, indicating that there's a big mission, and this is the mission in question. This one's going to give me 1,800 Quicksilver and a circuit board as my secondary prize, if you will. It'll change from person to person, but we have to unearth ancient bones. So we're digging for bones today, and usually you get another one. See, there's another reward here. I'm getting 346 nanites on top of it, so that's kind of cool. All right, and it's like I need more, you know, honestly. All right, let's get started. We're going to initialize and start said mission. Okay, good deal. Let's get started. And it looks like they've optimized parking for the anomaly. If you're in single player mode, it will always park you in this space right here. So that's very good. If you have multiplayer turned off, disabled if you will, you'll always park in that first parking space. And the reason I'm using this ship, by the way, instead of Corvette is because the Corvette, if you do this mission in the Corvette, it's bugged, and it will always go to a system and you have to restart the mission every single time. So we're trying to avoid doing that this time. Alright, we're in the Yarman system, discovered by Stu. Stu, we believe, is one of the developers for Hello Games. So we just gotta wait. Oh, it's already telling me where to go. Right up here. Okay. Good deal. So it doesn't really make a difference where you land on the planet, as far as I know. You know what? Let's play it safe. Let's head straight for the spot it wants us to go. There we go. Just in case, because sometimes it'll tell you you have to visit something. Now, if we get into the atmosphere and it says otherwise, yeah, it vanished. Okay, so we literally can go anywhere we want on this planet. Problem with going to an island like this is there's probably little chance of us finding anything. So I'm going to do something a little different today. Let me go ahead and land. And we'll take a look around first once we get out of the ship. Okay. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was going to use my Corvette to do this, but you know what? Heck with that. It looks like we don't really need to go far at all. So we just got to go get some bones. All right. So how many do we need? Does it say? Let's find out. Hello. There it is. 12 bones. 12 bones. All right. So we're going to pull out the old terrain manipulator a little later. And I'll turn on a headlamp too so we can all see what we're doing. We'll clear it out. There's one, two, so pretty nice bones, nothing special there. All right, so we should have another one 700 units away. This one's at 695. All right, we'll head to that one. You know, we could get, oh, that's pretty cool, underground caverns like that. You know what we should do? Pulling this guy. How about we do that? We're gonna go ahead and ride him. Where's our... There it is, that way. Oh, gotta turn it. These guys are actually pretty freaking quick. I mean, granted, you could get there in your, it's absolutely hilarious. That's too funny. I really got to get this guy to give me an egg so I can make this bigger. But that would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, watch it. Those are sac venom. They can hurt. Watch, they're spiky. Can't see anything. Come on, that's funny stuff right there. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. I've got one that's a little bit bigger, a little larger pet than this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. There we go. All right. We'll get rid of this one. We'll pull in a different pet for the next round. Perfect timing. I've got like a gnat flying around me at the moment. All right. There's our bone. Oh, great. It's going to be these onesie-twosie things. How about we take care of this guy, too? There we go. Who do we get? Where are you? Is he around? Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Crap. One thing you might want to check on... No. Don't exit. Don't exit. I can't change the difficulty. I think I'm in creative mode. So those guys are never going to pop up on me. Alright. Okay. So we're going to go back this way. Okay. So which way is that? Due south. So let's pull in a pet. I think I'm in creative mode. I was doing some Corvette building. Let's pull in... Not you. Yeah, that's the guy. I don't think I have any others of those, right? Yeah, let's pull in him. Alright, and give him a treat. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and ride that guy. Okay, south. So if you can get one of these guys, these are these flying beetles for anybody who's not familiar with the pets. Because in fast mode, when you really start to speed up with these guys, they are so fast, it's ridiculous. Now, because I'm in creative right now, he doesn't really have a non-fast mode. In other words, you don't see anything, any bar on the right-hand side that's doing anything. The only problem is that sometimes going over water might be a problem. They're just so much quicker. Look how fast we're going along this landscape here. This is incredible, and you can just keep going. See what I mean? And sooner or later, you just you'll see some bones popping up. It says it's too weak, but I guarantee you we're going to see something soon because our ship, we've already passed our ship. Look how far past it we are already. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens with the water. Not bad. Not bad. It doesn't look like it's a problem because we've got some... See, that's what happens. The water gets too deep and then they do that. They dip into the water. It's the only problem with them. So, let's go a little different on this. I think, if I'm not mistaken... So, pets are good. We're going to go ahead and dismiss. Oh, it came back. Oh, it dismissed completely is what ended up happening. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, there's one up there. No, I didn't show it before. Let's go up there and check it out. We're going to have to want to get a little closer to this. What do you think? This is an interesting puzzle. We could pull on our ship and fly up there. But, you know, here's a puzzle. How do you get up there without a ship? Okay? You really can't get up there with, like, the Minotaur or anything like that. It's a little bit too high. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to Terrain Manipulator, put it on the wide setting. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly at this. Watch your jetpack. And we're going to dig a hole and go into it. Oh, crap. Okay. There, we got it. Okay. And then we'll just dig all the way up. Actually, if we want to, we can dig towards the bones, but not very far away. There we go. See, we're already out. So that's a good way to do it. So if you're in like a no starter ship challenge, that's actually not a bad way to get up on top of these hills if you had to do it. Now, in my luck, I'll just have 1 or 2 bones. Yeah, that's all I got. 1, 2, oh, wait, 3. Be still my heart. Alright, we got 3 more. So we got 6 bones so far. There's our next one. So, we know what's below us, unfortunately. So let me see, what else can I do here? How about an Exocraft? Now, if we do these... Nomad's not very fast. I don't have any upgrades in this guy either. I don't think. Pretty sure I don't. But the thing about a Nomad, unlike other Exocraft, is that if it's over water, they float, they hover above the water pretty well. Whereas the other Exocraft don't. They sink or they get bogged down by it. So go with one of these, that'll work a little bit better. Not one of the fastest Exocrafts though, so keep that in mind. Alright, so there's number 7. So we're getting a good selection of stuff here. Where to? What's next? Something maybe that way. Okay, so let's pull in another one. Let's go with my personal favorite. The Pilgrim. And I think, like I said, a lot of these I removed them on because I was doing tests one day. Yeah, perfect example. Let's hit this body of water here and you'll see what I'm talking about. See what I mean? They do not like water. They're afraid of water. And the thing about being in an Exocraft is that you cannot view things. So I can't hit my scanner to look for stuff. Well, I'm stuck. So anytime I want to scan, I got to get out of my Exocraft, take a look around. Alright, looks like we got one right there. So again, this is one of my favorites. Arguably the Exo Mech, the actual mech itself that you can wear, is pretty quick and can be deemed quicker depending upon the upgrades you put in it, but not quicker than this Pilgrim. This Pilgrim with some upgrades, man, is just absolutely phenomenal, speed-wise. All right, ooh, we got a good selection here. Looks like we got 4 all total. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. We can get that, but nothing's going to happen. All right, so how many we got left? We got one more left. 532, and we'll tool in that mech just so you can see what I'm talking about in regards to that. So at first, as you get moving, it seems pretty slow, right? But you add in those rocket packs, and they're just absolutely phenomenal, especially with the upgrades you might have. And it'll go through just about anything on the ground, rocks or anything like that. There we go. And there you go. 12! We made it! Right? Didn't we get it? Yep, okay, so we gotta do... Hold on a second. Let's pull in my ship. Now, granted, like I said, I'm in creative mode. Didn't intend to be. I meant to switch over to the other mode. So when you do a scan, there's a possibility you could get attacked by...
Secure transmission module located.
See? Sentinels may lock in on you. But because I'm in creative, they're not going to attack me. So there's another way you can do it. Set yourself to creative mode if you want to be safe from being attacked. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Now, in case you're wondering, that does change your speed. Notice if I'm in normal mode, if everything's balanced. Hold on a second here. So we're balanced right now. We're at about 390. Diverting to weapons puts more power to that. And then when you go to engines, you get really fast speeds with your ship. So it's a good way to power diversity, power management. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. That's it. Land on top of his head when I told you to land right here. All right, that's okay. You're okay. Good boy. Turn off my lamp. It's daytime. All right. Now, too bad you can't get it in advance because there's a bone right over here as well. There's always one bone here. You don't even have to dig it. You just stand right over top of it. See? I got a lengthy rib cage out of that. Ooh. Anyone want ribs? All right. The life form's visor twinkles. They seem pleased to see me, but less interested in my company than in the prospect of analyzing the bones I've excavated. Show the sample. The Corvette selects a sample of bone matter, swiftly analyzing it with a module built into their carapace. Returning the bones, they transmit the scan directly into my suit, ready to deliver to the Nexus. Mission completed. That's all you have to do. Now, if you want to, since you're here, you can see the bone collector over here, dude, and you can either browse the fossil archive by trying to get another one of these. You'll have to swap and trade for them, or you can sell the ones that you just got. You can sell pretty much anything you have on you. Like the Vigilant Stones I've got, 200,000 a piece, man. So if you're short on money, doing this, these will always get you 72,000 each. Every single one of these bones. Dragon Skull, I didn't realize I had that. Hunter's Forearms, those are always good to have. The Swinehorde Skull, I don't think I've gotten that one before. Good one. There's a ribcage. Biped bones. Oh, fossilized fins, always a good one to find. Coiled tailbone and fearsome lash bone. I think that's it. Oh, vicious predator skull. Cool. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you can make a nice little skeleton out of this. But up to you what you guys want to do. I'm going to stick with what I've got. And I'll keep them and put them in my collection. Alright guys, so that takes care of this. Let's head back to the Nexus. Off we go. I'm not sure why he stopped. Wasn't trying to stop. Okay, there we go. And off to the space anomaly. There we go. Alrighty. So we'll get our prizes. See again, first parking space again. We got preferred parking now, so that's a great thing. I've been noticing that every single time I've been coming in here lately, so that's a nice thing. Thank you, Hello Games and Sean Murray specifically. We appreciate you folks. All right, there we go. Complete the mission. That's it. You can change your exit setting if you wish. I always choose to go back to the original place. Now, what do you do with all that Quicksilver? You come over here to the Quicksilver vendor, choose number 1, where to create exotic items, and you can select things that you don't own, and you can purchase them with the Quicksilver that you've acquired. Except for the fireworks, I pretty much got everything already, so yeah, I don't need to purchase anything anytime soon. See, fireworks. Myth Beacon you can purchase, as well as, where is it? It's coming up. There it is, the Void Eggs. So if you like living ships, or you want to make a living ship that takes 5 days to do, there you are. You can get a Void Egg with it. But like I said, besides fireworks, I've pretty much got everything in here. Yep, all done. All right. So that's that. You can also get your Twitch rewards from here if you guys have got any Twitch drops, as well as the Expedition rewards when running the Expedition that is currently going on right now. Corvette Expedition number 19. Check it out. Special rewards was a special giveaway, so I've already gotten that, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, and then of course, checking this out, the Expedition Terminus. Expedition is over for me. I've already completed it in this mode. I can create another copy of my starship if I wish to get more parts, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. That's pretty much it for this episode of the Anomaly mission. So I want to thank you all for being here. Again, hit that like, hit the subscribe. We will see you guys again. I'll do this again for next weekend as well. Well, no, next weekend I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have guests in town, so I will be unfortunately not able to make the Anomaly mission next weekend. But I look forward to doing it the weekend after that, and hopefully I'll see you guys again in the near future. There's a couple of things going on, in which case I will not be able to live stream, but if I am able to for some reason, I'll go ahead and let you guys know in advance. Alright guys, take care, thank you very much for watching, and hit that like, hit the subscribe. See you next time, take care.